I had a couple comments on my old video for the Poulan Pro snowblower. They said they only had it no time and the shoes were gone. Is there anything? Where can they get the shoes? Well, I said that you could get them in your manual and try that, but I had terrible service with Poulan Pro, unless they've changed. That, you know, I haven't dealt with them for seven years or whatever. So they may have great service, customer service, but they sure didn't. My last experience, the couple times that I had to deal with. So what I did was, after the first year, you're right, I noticed after the first season that, I'll show you the original. Don't look at what I welded, but see how thin the corners are. It's almost wore right through the original. So I noticed, well, that's not going to last if it's only 1 year. And so I said, well, I'll just try and make something to go on here. So what I did was I got some flat stock. And this is 1.5 inches. This is really, really good. It works out good. You see how thin this is? Or not thin, but how wide this lip down here, this leg. That's less than half of my flat stock, and my flat stock is 1.5 inches. So this is only about a half, 3/4 of it, not even. And I found that it was digging in, and it didn't ride easily when you went on gravel or grass, and stuck in the grass more. Terrible. So I got a piece that's 1.5 inches. Come up here, and I got a disc. My disc is a thin cutting disc, but if you got a wide disc, it's even better. You just make a cut. You may don't go all the way through, maybe a quarter. You know, if you go a quarter and you can't bend it, just keep going until you can bend it. Put it in the vise if you want to, but I didn't. I just kept going until I could bend it with a bit of force. If you got to make 2 cuts, make as many cuts as you need to get this curve of the original. You want to match the original the best you can. You can go longer here, and do the same on the other end. Right? Measure out what you need. Do the same thing on this end. Now what I did, you may be tempted just to fold this up and just weld it here, but I didn't do that, and I'll tell you why. I flipped it over, bent it, put this on, tacked it, right? You don't have to go crazy. This is all I did. This particular piece you're looking at now is about 7 years old. Just tack. Just 2 small tacks there, and I just put 1 on the back. That's it. That's all I welded up, and it's because this is not taking abuse. It's not a lot of pressure. It's just sliding back and forth. So as long as your welds are pretty deep into both material, you're fine. Then you flip it over. Remember, cuts you got, and you're cutting it just so you can bend the material. You can try to put it in a vise and do it, but you know, there's a lot of pounding, especially, you know, you want a nice thick flat stock, right? There's a lot of pounding on it and everything. No need of it for the 2 minutes that you're going to take. So then on the bottom, you're going to fill in that gap that you created. Okay? Just fill it in. As long as you get nice penetration and you fill it up nice. This is 7 years old now. And you can see a bit of wear here on the piece that I welded. Yep, you know, on the one side, you can see it's wearing where it goes to the front. Not even, that's about half wore down, not even. Sure, I got another 7 years on this thing. So there you go, folks. I hope that answers your questions. If I needed to make another set, I would have done the whole video for you and everything, but I think this is something that's pretty straightforward, and if I can do it, you can do it 10 times better. Thanks, guys.